really.
Okay, so Jamie was the first person that I never had used GIFs before. GIFs? Whatever. Who cares?
Why?
Jamie,
Why?
Jamie, Jamie is the most beautiful human being on this earth. In the galaxy. I don't know about the galaxy. They're
For
pretty
showing
For
you
big.
showing
gifts.
you gifts.
Okay, listen. No, 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 no. This is just one of the things. But Jamie has a work mom. He has actually three moms, pretty much. Like four moms, because his mom lives with his aunt, and they're pretty much two moms. And then he has one, he lives with like a mom aged lady who's amazing and loves him like a son. And then he has a girl that's like right above him at work. He has the best jobs, by the way. Oh my god, he's the coolest person. So he he has a mom at work as well, and she is amazing. He records her reactions to my shit and like what she says afterwards, and she is fantastic. Like when I call him at work, I'm like, "Hey babe," and he's like, "Hey babe," and then he's like, Marta says, "Hey babe," I'm like, "Hey babe," so we're all just saying "Hey babe" to each other. It's really funny. I really love everything about it. Is it bad that I'm like gushing right now? Is that okay? I really miss him.
What? What?
That's fine.
That's fine.
It's weird. The
It's
mom
weird. The
thing's just
mom thing is
weird,
Yeah,
just
but
but
like
weird,
I
okay,
but
don't
and the
like
know.
I don't
funniest thing was like, because
because I don't know.
Jamie is like a really just a super awesome dude, but how cool he is, you would never even fucking like getting to find out everything about him is just like the coolest, most funnest thing because he just gets cooler and cooler, and he's like
Silly,
he's
silly,
he's he's a
serial killer.
literal onion. Like that is the Shrek analogy. Maybe my boyfriend is Shrek. But okay, that's a weird thought. Let's stop that. Okay. But
So what's so
So
cool
what's
Shrek is
so
a
about him?
cool
cool
about
dude.
him?
Okay, listen. I don't even remember
I
Shrek,
guess
I
is
what
a
I
cool
guess,
was.
dude.
is a cool
I
dude.
don't because he talked about how he was layered like an onion. You know what I mean? And I am definitely 100% ring the bell. That Jamie is an onion. There's so many fucking layers to this human fantastic being. Oh my god. Fantastic. So, what was I even
He
talking
just
about?
He
grabbed
just
himself.
grabbed himself.
Now we
Now
went from
we
weed
went from
to
weed
Yeah,
that.
to
yeah.
that.
So, Jamie, I got to see a text message that he had between him and Marta. Marta being the work mom, the mom that he's around the most. What do they do? Literally speak in emoji. It is next level. There is so few words. It is the most beautiful thing. I was opened up to this whole new world of memeing. He brought he
Baby.
brought life into me. So much. So much. I'm recording all of this. I'm so sorry. I
Don't be
because
sorry.
every
It's
single
fine.
time can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a story?
Sure.
Okay. I had like the craziest night. I never want to be at that level of crazy ever again. Ever again. Avoiding 1000%. By the end of the night, I was with this girl for 24 hours, a complete 24 hours. She did not leave. I had to try to work with her. It was a nightmare because her level matches my level and we play off of each other and we just keep on going like there's just yikes. It was super super yikes. By near the end of the night, we named ourselves cuz S and B together. Her name is Sarah Messmer. S and B together, sonic boom. It literally felt like that. A sonic boom, like you're just obliterated. There's just None of you. So by the end of the night, we went so many different places. Usually, I am a homebody. I like to be in my room. I use Grubhub too much. That's where my money goes, is Grubhub. Because I don't want to move. I order from down the street. Okay? Listen. Okay. Sorry.
So that's like a food ordering app?
Yes. And I'll tell you.
And you're talking about the work mom right now, right?
No.
You're talking about
I am talking about
who?
a time.
A bad person.
A time that a girl that I invited to a comedy show, right? Because she's in comedy too. And she's done stand-up. She did her own show. Like, she did 10 minutes, and it was fucking hilarious. Or maybe I just, like, I love everything about her, but she's so... Yikes. It's just yikes.
She's a bad influence on you.
When we got in... Because my beautiful Jamie, by the way, beautiful Jamie, drove this girl without me in the car. And I said, Jamie, because I know how Jamie is, very just relaxed, reserves, likes it here. The vibe needs to be here with Jamie, and it's good there. Okay?
Where?
Here. Where Sarah Messmer...
I can't see you.
Oh.
Here, up there, down.
I thought I was on cam the whole time. Where Sarah Messmer lives is way up here. So we're here. Me and Jamie. This is our fucking zone. There's Netflix. There's video games. There's fucking talk it out moments with feelings and thoughts and actual conversation. Fucking mind-blowing. We've never had a fight.
But she's up there.
But I knew. So he picked her up. Because she lives right next to him. He lives like a half hour from me. He picked her up and had to drive her. I'm like, Jamie, just call me and put me on speakerphone. Because I knew it would be weird. But holy shit, once we started talking... Both of us, it's just like non-stop fucking ideas. And it's boom, boom. It's I couldn't even keep up with our conversation. It was a crazy mess. But that's what I love about her. You know what I mean? And it was like I was driving in the backseat. I chose to sit in the backseat because I thought it would be better for Jamie. I was a nightmare myself. That's what I'm trying to say. Both of us are nightmares. Together? Yikes. Okay. When we got there, there was moments where I forgot that I was even going to my first show. I thought that I was going to have like a moment to practice what I was going to say on stage in the car. Because we were in there for about an hour and a half. So that's a guess, like maybe in that time I'll be able to look. I did not even have time to look at what I had to write because she just keeps going. I keep going as well. Yikes. Forgot I was even going to the show. We get there. As soon as she gets out of the car, she drops trowel in front of us and starts peeing in the parking lot. Like, this is the moment I knew, okay, this girl is at this level and I'm here. It was yikes. And that was just the
that's
first
easy to one up.
minefield.
You just gotta piss in the street and you're at her level.
You know?
You could one up her.
I liked her. So I'm like, all right. You know, there was a time in my life when I was 19 years old. And when I was 19
They're going to say 90.
19 to 20, because it happened like 2 different times. 2, maybe 3. Okay, 3 different times. 3 different times I've, maybe there's more. 4, 5.
What the fuck are you talking about? What is this? How many times you've killed a person?
In public without a bathroom,
I've killed
mid
people. Oh
conversation,
shit.
peeing in a parking lot or in a corner or just doing it.
You did that? Wait a
Yeah,
second. Hold
so
on a second.
she did that right in front of me. And this was the first time that I was hanging out with her. And she did that.
I think someone's lawn mowing outside. What the fuck? Who lawn mows at past midnight? It's 12:36. That's some
The
serial
kid
killer
that
shit.
has a like a helicopter parenting style type mom or dad that makes them do the fucking chores, and if they didn't do the chores and they're so disappointed in them that they'll make them do it at that hour. That's a guess.
Yeah, they're like trying to sneak in. They're out partying. It's like, no, now you're mowing the lawn right now. Drunk.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. How were your parents?
Um, I don't. Fuck, man. They kicked me out when I was like 17.
Really interesting. Do you remember a lot when you were with them though? Like, do you still interact with them?
Oh
You
yeah.
do.
So like, I talk to
You
my
talk
mom
to your
still.
mom. How are
Um,
you? How's your
no, my
relationship with your
dad.
mom?
Yeah, it's not bad. Like, I don't talk to her much. Maybe like once a month.
Once a month. Okay. And then what about your dad?
I don't talk to him at all. I can see he's a
Oh
jackass.
shit.
He's fucking crazy.
So tell me more about that. Like, did
He's just like he's
what did he? What did
retarded.
you?
He married he did marry anyone actually. I forget all the time they're not actually married, but he got with this bitch. He already had 2 kids, and she didn't like me.
Oh,
He just took her side on everything.
I went through that.
It's fucking stupid. So, and then he started getting like really drunk all the time,
Okay.
like to the
So
point where like you couldn't even talk to him. Like, so
does
there's
is
no point of keeping up a relationship
what
with
does he
him.
do for work?
Well, he was a manager at Toyota,
Okay.
and I think he's retired
He's
now.
retired now,
So
so
it's
he's like
just
65 or something.
um, yeah. Well, no, not 60. He's probably like 60, I
60.
think.
Oh, okay. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
So how long
Yeah,
have you
he.
not been talking to him? And what was
Probably since like
what was the
2013.
2013 and what was that moment like? Why did you stop?
Oh, it's probably something like OxyContin related. Like I was getting off oxys, I think, and then when he found out that I was on them to begin with, he like cut contact with me for like 6 months, and
Oh,
then
so
like wanted to talk to me
he
again,
initiated
and I
it.
was like, oh fuck this
He
shit. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
I was just like, I don't need you back in my life. You know what I mean?
Okay, I see.
Because like he's just getting
See,
fucking
because
drunk all the time.
I'm doing something right now, or I'm going through something right now with my mom, and if you talk to me maybe 3 years ago, people would ask me, if you had such a good time on the East Coast, why don't you move back? Like, why don't you do that? And I said, I want to stay in California because I want to be close to my family. That was the person I was. And today, I am so at a loss. I hear my therapist, and she's just like, don't fucking try. And I have. And it's been very, like, almost like it was just coming out of me. These decisions were just coming out of me that, like, I had to do it for my own health. Does that make sense?
Do what? Move to California?
No. Ignore my mom and kind of cut her off. Because she's kind of toxic.
Oh, well, yeah. If she's not fucking, it's not good for you. Then
Yeah,
yeah.
but here's the thing. My mom is a package deal with my stepdad and my half sister, which is basically my sister. Like,
Yeah, I got a half sister too.
She's 16-year-old and she's fucking dope. And like, why I I don't know. And I try calling my sister cuz like I don't even know what's okay. My mom is a nightmare. I am a mini nightmare compared to my mom. Like a mini nightmare. That's where my nightmare comes from. Is from her.
Your nightmare.
Yeah.
Well, I think you just like you have an aggressive personality. You know what I mean? But
All
you're
of the
not like
things that
a
are
bad person.
Yeah, I know. Cuz see, here's the thing. Here's a really really big difference between me and my mom. This is what actually like separates us and is separating us right now. I have done so much work to fix what I needed to fix. I looked at my mental health. I went through the process. I did all of the homework and I continue to do mental insight, check in. How are you doing? I take medication. Like, my mom will never accept that she has, like, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And I'm scared for her because now it's at the point where nothing I can even say she can even comprehend because we're never going, her reality is so far gone. I don't know what to do.
It's like, yeah, that's not good. Because like it's only gets worse as you get older, right? If it's like some kind of dementia or
Oh,
something.
and she takes Xanax, and then it's fucking. There's such a huge link. That's why they fucking stopped prescribing it, Xanax, because taking it like even once increases your risk for Alzheimer's, or is it dementia or Alzheimer's? I think it's Alzheimer's. Let me see.
I have no idea. What does Xanax even do?
That's
It's
for
just like
anti-anxiety.
just chills you out.
It
It's like that what the
you've
stole off.
never tried it. I have done it a few times, and there was like one weekend where I really tried it. It makes you not care about anything. You're okay with fucking everything. And if you take too much, you don't remember shit. But it
That's
really,
not
really
good.
fucks with you if you've got like sadness problems. If you're depressed, sometimes you get really fucking depressed on that. I've seen people like nearly kill themselves just because they took too much Xanax. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's a nasty one. And even Ativan, cuz there was cuz I had to go to the mental hospital a lot, and they would sometimes give me this Ativan, and for a while I took it for maybe like 2 months, and I just realized it's not good. Like, just the day after, you feel like shit.
Oh yeah. Like, have you ever done Seroquel?
Oh, Seroquel instantly gave me asthma, and
What?
yeah, and I had to argue with the therapist or the psychiatrist. I got a different psychiatrist after her because I argued with her, and she's like, "That's not one of the known side effects." I'm like, "Well, I got an asthma attack, and typically my asthma would be really good. So taking this once, I've been intubated before. Like, you need to fucking do something about this." I said I wasn't gonna take it, and I got a new psychiatrist, and that one was good for a little bit. But she put me on Depakote, and that kind of like destroyed my insides for a little bit. But that's when I started to really realize, because I saw results. I was like, okay, so shit, this might be a real fucking problem. And then you know, there was a lot of bouncing around trying to find the right medication. Took a while, probably like, okay, so Depakote worked for a little bit, so that was like 2 years. And then, God, oh wow, that was a yikes-a-roni. maybe I didn't take anything, and then I went back once I got on Blue Shield, and then that was
Fuck is
Blue
Blue
Shield
Shield?
is an insurance.
There's a drug called
No,
Blue Shield.
insurance.
Oh,
I went to the doctor again because I think for a while I was unmedicated and it was bad. I flipped. Was I on? Yeah, I think I was on that. I don't know anything about time anymore. Yikes. Um,
it gets fucked up when you get older. Like, unless you're trying to remember shit every day, and that's just gets depressing. Like, why would you want to relive everything every day? You know what I mean?
well,
Who has the time for
I've
that?
noticed that when I
To like keep chronological order of things? Like, it's like,
yeah, no,
I don't know what chronological
I
order.
usually can. I usually can because um
Well, you're high, so
associate.
like, it's
No, no,
not.
no. In general, as a human, I associate with a lot of moments like specific feelings, and I feel in my body very much like I'm a emotional, like a really emotional, like emotions are like they have feelings to me. Like I can actually feel them in my body. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I thought that's just how emotions work for
But because the
everyone.
feeling is so strong, that makes me remember things. And then if I can put those in a line, I can usually figure it out. Does that make sense?
Not for me, just because like chronological, like I can't. Too much has happened for me to be like, oh, okay, this thing, because like things like repeat a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting. I tend to
So
stay
I get like
I
confused.
tend to stay away from too many patterns. Sometimes I do get into patterns, but I think I like it random at times.
Yeah, no,
I like
patterns
that.
drive me nuts.
Um,
Because then it's like, oh, it's like you're stuck in a rut if you're just doing things over and over and over. Like, fuck that.
I think that's the greatest thing about art and doing things that are creative because your life like gets to stay random like cuz things come up like actually listening to creativity if you do it it's a chore but it's so fun. It is so fun.
Yeah, I like making shit.
The last 2 weeks I haven't really done anything creative and today was the first day that I used that brain part.
It's good.
It was pretty fun. So let's talk about
You
it.
gotta
What do you got?